What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'll be going over some more market updates and some technical analysis. So obviously, you guys have obviously heard about the FTX saga, and it's been very hectic the last 2 days. A lot of people have lost a lot of money, and be going over everything that you need to know and what happened with the whole crypto market. So first of all, so FTX and Binance ongoing saga. So I'll explain everything so you get a better understanding on how the crypto market actually unfolded, and a lot of people lost a lot of money within 2 days. So CZ, the founder of Binance, took over the number one rival within 24 hours through a series of calculated moves. It all started when he announced that Binance will be selling off $500 million reserves of FTX token into the market. This caused a bank run on FTX exchange, sending the price of FTT in a downward spiral, which I'll show you now. As you can see, FTT went down almost 95% within 24 hours. So obviously you can see it's retracing up a bit. People are obviously buying the dip at the bottom, but I still think that this could be the next Luna. But at the moment, I mean, it's crazy. It went from $24 to just less than $1 in 24 hours. I mean, it's crazy. So that happened, and then this also forced FTX to halt withdrawals. So Sam Bankman, the founder, actually lost 94% of his net worth. So he was originally worth 14.8 billion. Now he's only worth 900 million. So it's very, very hectic that's happening with him. I mean, a lot of people are saying that he's going to be in big trouble with all the unknown liquidity issues. And then a lot of people are obviously trying to run away from the exchange because, well, now it's hard because they've stopped withdrawals. But we'll just have to wait and see, because I'm sure other exchanges will try to help out so people can get the money out. But not only though that FTX, so he also has an investment firm called Alamanda Research, which was recently revealed that the balance sheets on Alamanda, it's an investment firm, was mostly made up of FTT tokens. So that's obviously also why, because he was trying to fund all of his Alamanda firm with the FTT token, and because that was made up of FTT, his net worth obviously drops because of that, because of obviously FTX was dropping. So it's very hectic what's happening in the crypto markets. I mean, I'll be going through the technical analysis just now, but everything was down at like 15 to 20%, even Bitcoin within 24 hours, which is insane. But what's quite interesting is that the whales are still buying. So because even though the price is going down, a lot of people are still accumulating, right? So especially the whales, if they're still buying, it shows that it's a good thing, that the market is coming down. Well, obviously not a good thing, but it's better if you're still waiting to buy the dip, because I mean the dip could be now, it could be 10k, it could be 12k, no one really knows, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I still think that it could go down a bit more, but it just shows that there are people still wanting Bitcoin and still buying, especially the big players, which is very important. You need big players in the markets for the price to go up. So this was quite interesting. And then I wanted to show the fear and greed index. This was, if you look here, so if we go in the past 3 months, right? So you can see the other day on the 5th of November, we're at 38, and 6th of November, 40. So within 3 days, we've gone from 40 to almost half, 22. So it just shows that anything can happen with the crypto markets, and obviously with this whole FTX exchange. I mean, it is a freak accident. Well, maybe not a freak accident, but it definitely caused a massive meltdown, and a lot of people are way more fearful than what they were a couple of days ago, which is very interesting. And then also here, so within 24 hours, there was, well, 3 days, sorry, there was 7.32 billion unrealized loss. So realized loss. So that just shows that a lot of people were selling their Bitcoin at a loss because they're fearful, so they wanted to get out the market, which is very, very concerning. But the more people get out, the more like whale will start to buy. So that's why the price is currently going down, because a lot of people are selling for that loss, because they don't believe in the crypto adoption anymore because of the whole FTX exchange drop. But there is still a lot of people that are still wanting to get in. I mean, for me and for a lot of people, I won't stop buying Bitcoin ever, but it's just personal opinion. And but it's that this was quite interesting. I mean, you can see since 2017, it's literally been the largest realized loss within 5 years. So that's really crazy. And then also on top of that, we have the Solana, which is actually, I think it's now, let's see, yeah, it's, so with the Solana, there was 31 million tokens that were staked, and within, I think now at the moment, let's just see the Solana chart. All of the tokens were actually being unstaked, would cause the meltdown even more. So Solana looks like it's still going to go down because all the tokens were actually just got unstaked. So you can see from here, so it's already gone down 10% within the last hour just because of all those. So with the whole staking thing, people are staking their Solana, but because of FTX holding so much SOL, that's obviously why the price dipped so much from like $34 to $11. And now because everyone that were staking their Solana, they got unstaked, and now they're selling their Solana for a loss. So this was right now, literally right now, and it's gone down 11% within not even half an hour. Let's see. Yeah, this is the 15-minute candle. So it's literally just right now dropped 13%. So that's very interesting. I mean, a lot of people that were staking SOL just had to sell it because they're fearful about what's going to happen with Solana, because it's very linked to FTX. And then also on top of that, we have the CPI news today, which is the Consumer Price Index. And if the actual is greater than forecast, then Bitcoin will obviously tank, because that will be good for the dollar. And the dollar is inversely proportional to Bitcoin. So there's this week's been very hectic for the crypto markets, and it's very crazy. But I mean, if you can stay here through this market, you'll be able to outlast any other market that comes. But this is going to happen at 3:30 GMT plus 2. So South African time is 3:30 p.m. Which is in around about 5 hours time. So this will be very interesting. So there's been way more volatility today, just like the last couple of days. And yeah, so that's pretty much all the news. I mean, most of the news is just based on the whole FTX saga, because that's literally why everything has dropped so much. Obviously things are retracing now, because you can't just have a massive dump and then no retracement. So I mean, you can see a lot of coins are up 10%, 9%. But they dropped like 20 to 25%. So they have to retrace, and a lot of people are leveraging up, buying some dips and all of that. But yeah, let's get straight into the technical. So let's talk about Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin, if we look on a higher time frame on the weekly. So I actually spotted this recently. So this was very interesting. So in 2015, right, from the all-time high, we actually went down 86%, so around 86 to 87%, and then we started to go up again. And then in 2018, from all-time high, we went down 84%. And then now, so I drew it down from the all-time high to 84%, that kind of range. and it actually links up with around $10,000 US, which is major resistance slash support. So this could definitely happen. As you can see, price now is currently tanking because of the whole Solana unstaking. So people are selling their Solana back into the markets, which is very bad. I mean, Solana could go down even more, so I'll go back to that and speak about that. But at the moment, can you see how that we've only gone down around, I think it's 77%. Yeah, around about 75%. So if this were to repeat the past markets, we would see price definitely go down to around 10k. So at the moment we are at this 2017 high, and if we don't hold this, we definitely can see 12 to 10k targets, which is insane. But it's a good time to DCA 100%. Then look at Bitcoin on a smaller time frame. So let's zoom in here. So you can see Bitcoin was trading at 21 literally on the 8th of November, so 2 days ago. And we've dropped almost, I think it's 25%, yeah, within 2 days. It's crazy. I mean, for that to happen, there was obviously something big had to happen. That was the FTX saga. So, I mean, if another exchange had to be illiquid like FTX was, then the market could drop even more. But at the moment, it's just this exchange and hopefully no more. So what I've been looking at here, so we know that our next targets are around 12 to 14k, so this area here. So if we go back, I'll just show you where I'm getting these zones from. Stay on page. Let me just go back. So here, so we're currently at the support here. Next target will be around 14, around here. So let's just extend this. So this will be the next target. So what I was thinking, Bitcoin could easily, so on the 15 minutes, so this was obviously a big level of support. As you can see that over here, came back up, retested over here, and at the moment we also retested that. So it does look like we might go down further. I was hoping for price to come up to this level and retest it, but obviously it hasn't. And also because of the whole Solana unstaking right now, that's just literally just happened. This could push the price down. So our next targets would be obviously at this level 14,800, which is another 10% drop. So that's Bitcoin. Not much to do here because we are currently in this spiral falling knife kind of pattern going down. So we would have to wait. If this level gets taken out, this 15.6k, then we're definitely going to come down to around 14.8. But if we recover this level, then we could see a little rally back up to 18.1. So this is interesting. There's not much to analyze here because it's kind of, the market structure has kind of just been manipulation. So price needs to kind of consolidate a bit more and find those support and resistance levels, and then there'll be more clear of the structure. So waiting for this price to break above here, or if it doesn't, then price would need to break this level to find new lows. So at the moment we're currently in this small little range from 16,800 to 15,700. So a break of either up to the downside could lead for further price movements. Then looking at the USDT dominance. So this is interesting. So in the last video I spoke about if price, I thought that price would come up to this level and then retest and then come down, but due to the whole FTX saga, it was you can't really predict that. So that's why price, obviously the USDT dominance went up. A lot of people were turning their Bitcoin into stable coins. So that's why this is pumps massively due to that. From the other day that I did this, it was 25%, and Bitcoin has dropped 25%, so that's quite interesting. So it's done the inverse. So at this level here, you can see that it is a current zone of resistance over here. So if we manage, we did close above here with a candle close, which is not a good sign for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. So if this recess is successful, then we can see higher prices, definitely higher prices above 9.5. But if we close this candle below, we can see a retest of the 7.8, which will bring some Bitcoin, bring some cryptos back up a bit, and then a further downside movement. So we have to keep note of the USDT dominance, as this definitely shows what the crypto market's going to do, because a lot of people are withdrawing their funds into USDT and other stable coins because of the whole how fearful they are of the market at the moment. And then looking at ETH dropped a lot. So I was looking at these zones here. So you can see this zone here, since you can see we have a resistance here. We've touched it there twice, 3 times, and then we actually broke through here, and now over here on the 20th of September we found support at this level. So we flipped from resistance to support, came down, wicked into here, found support, and now we've made a clear breakthrough. So this shows that there is still further movement to the downside, but there has to be some type of retracement. So that's currently what we're doing now. So Ethereum, I think, will come up back up to this level, to the 1,230-ish level, and then we'll see another price movement back down to $1,000 US. So that's what I'll be looking for. If I had to take some short position here, I'd be only looking for shorts because of what market we're currently in. So I'd wait for some type of retracement back up to this level and then look for a further move. So this is what I'll be looking for. So my entry price would be around about 1230-ish. It's like 31, maybe a bit higher, because I do think that we could come up to this level. Stop loss above whatever wick that would be formed, so just make it reasonable, and then take profits would be at this zone. As you can see, that it is a horizontal zone, and it's found support here multiple times. So that's what I'll be doing for Ethereum. At the moment it's looking very, very sketchy, but this retracement is looking very promising, and I do think that we can come up to this level within today. But also with the whole CPI data that's coming out, if this is bad for the crypto market, then pretty much all of that goes out of the window. So we just have to wait and see. If the CPI is good for crypto market, it could change the dynamic of things. Definitely can. But at the moment, it's very hard to know. We'll just have to wait and see for that to come out. Then looking at DOT. So DOT was interesting. From our last stream that we had, I actually placed around about this level, and then it hit my TP1, and then it came back down. So you can see with DOT, DOT's been respecting levels really well. So this zone over here, so I actually saw that price should come down to this zone, and then it went up to my TP1, which was at this level here. So it went up around 9%, and then it actually rejected off that resistance line over there and pushed back down. But at the moment, you can see that we're in this channel, and price has been respected this channel multiple times, and it's actually bounced off here. So we are currently in a retracement mode, like every other coin. And I do think that if we draw our fib level from here to here, our golden pocket is back up to the 6.6 level. So I think shorts are definitely in the picture today. So around about this area, back down to this zone, stop loss above the 7.8, 0.78, and that's what I'll be doing for dot. So we will see some type of retracement as it's doing now. It's up 5.3% from this morning, and we did bounce on this 4-hour line quite significantly. So I do think that we could come up a bit more. Even up this level here, you can see there's a lot of liquidity that's been traded here. So we could even have a sell that's around about here, just depending. But this will be the most ideal entry as there's more liquidity up here, and the fib level is mostly a reversal signal. So we just have to wait and see. And then also looking at Doge. So Doge was very interesting. So this level obviously got broken. I was hoping that it would do one of these and then up to the upside, but because of the FTX thing, it just everything crashed. So at the moment, you can see that we actually bounced off this support level that was formed in 27th of October 2022, and we bounced very hard. So our next level would be this zone here, 0.089, and we definitely are on a downtrend. So I will also be looking for some type of short at this level, back down to this zone. This could also play out very well. So Dogecoin has bounced up to around 9.65% today, but I do think that we can see price come down further. Our MACD is showing a bit of momentum to the upside, and the RSI is turning it to the upside. So I do think that we can come up to this level. So that's around about another 10%. Might not be today, but it could be today or tomorrow. And then when looking at what else should we look at? So Solana, looked at it just now, but you can see that obviously all those Solana tokens that got dumped out of the market have just pushed the price down even more. So we came down to this $12 level, recovered nicely, and then because of those tokens that were unstaked, price came down. So that's very interesting. So that's pretty much it at the moment. So I'd still feel like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the alts have a lot more downside to go. And it's looking very scary at the moment. Today we have the CPI data, and if that turns out to be bad for crypto, we definitely can see those lower levels. But if it works out good for the market, then we can see some type of retracement for all of these coins. But future short term, we could see this as a macro bottom, but we'll just have to wait and see. So this data at the moment that's coming out, CPI data, is going to be massive for the crypto market, and we'll have to wait and see for what it tells. But at the moment, we just have to wait on the sidelines and see where we can make the money. So that's pretty much all I've got today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be doing another YouTube video in the next week. Every week we'll be doing an update video just on the market and all of that, because at the moment it is looking a bit scary, but this is a very good time to actually get involved in crypto. You won't get this opportunity again. And if you watching this channel, make sure you follow and like, because I'll be updating every week, so you won't feel left behind. But thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.